Yo, what is up guys? So making another video today. I wanted to go through kind of like the heat transfer vinyls. Recently just got a heat press the other day, so I figured I'd make a little video doing my first press on it. So with heat transfer vinyl I use the Siser or Siser. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's one of those, it's one of that. But basically you use the Easyweed. I have tried black and white, and honestly it's pretty simple. I was using an iron before, so I mean, starting off with your own brand and all that, I figured it was just something I had to do on the meantime while I used the money that I made making shirts to buy my first heat press, which I got it off a friend. So we're gonna go ahead and do a heat transfer vinyl on one of the t-shirt blanks that I have, and we're gonna go ahead and I'll just show you the process. So for heat transfer vinyl, like I said, I use the Siser Easyweed heat transfer vinyl, and basically it comes rolled like this, but if you notice there's a little gloss to it. That's the back side, or that's actually the front side of it, and then under it is where the vinyl will be, and then that clear reflective part is just like the protection. And basically when you cut this, you actually cut it backwards. So what you want to do is actually flip your image on the Cameo 4 program, and then you want it to cut inverted. That way when you weed it, it's gonna look backwards, but when you press it downwards, it's gonna be the right direction. So let's see, let's go ahead and start. I already have a design for the next shirts that I'm gonna be dropping, but let me go ahead and just boot it up on the computer and show you guys as well. Alright, what's up guys? So we're on the computer right now. I'm on Illustrator. Just showing you guys the design. So basically this is the back design right here, and this one will be the front chest piece design. So I have little notes at the bottom. This one will be scaled to 11.5 inches in width. This one will be about 1.5 inches in width as well. So this is the design. So if you don't remember how to transfer this over to Cameo or the Silhouette Studio, just go ahead and, so you're gonna have to do two separate files. So the back design will be one. You can go to File, export as, and it'll be AutoCAD interchange file.dxf, and I already have it on here. And so basically you want the settings to be this one, AutoCAD, whatever the newest one is, scale 1 pixels 1 unit, true color, PNG, maximum editability, export selected art only, outline text, and hit OK. But I already have it saved, so yeah. And then don't forget to do that to this one as well. So when you're printing heat transfer vinyl with the Siser or Siser heat transfer vinyl, you want to make sure you flip the design. Otherwise your heat transfer, or when you press it on, it's going to be backwards. So always remember to do that. I like doing that at the end. And then I notice when you're doing heat transfer vinyl, it's best to cut on a cutting mat. So I have it selected at the Cameo 12x12. I have it on my custom settings, but if you're looking for the settings I use the heat transfer. Yeah, I guess you could do that. Dark fabric because I'm using black shirt, but then I actually adjust this. So I use the first blade still, but I go to about like 11 or 12 and a speed of 3, just because like of the small designs and stuff that I don't want to you know, kind of mess up. So that's gonna be there. Let's actually do 11. I don't have any vinyl loaded up yet, but once you're done with the settings, go ahead and send, and we're gonna head back to the camera. So let's go ahead and switch back. Very simple. I have my heat transfer vinyl right here. What I'm gonna do is just measure it out on my cutting mat to 12 inches in the width and height. And what I'm gonna do is also just use a ruler. I have a metal ruler right here. Definitely recommend getting a ruler, guys, just so you can cut vinyl straight. And I have a little X-Acto knife as well. So we're gonna go ahead and just do our cut. We're gonna take our cutting mat right here. This is a 12x12. Now this is very important. So make sure you guys put it on the right side. But basically what you're gonna wanna do is take the shiny side, which is this part. So this is shiny side, right? This one is not the shiny side. And what you're gonna want to do is actually put the shiny side facing down. Cool. And another thing that I forgot to mention was that on the design, I actually put the front logo in the corner, because what I'm gonna do is actually just cut that off after I cut everything, and then instead of having to do separate prints, I could just cut this part off and use that piece only to do the front. So yeah, I like to just kind of squeegee it a little. This is actually the back side. This is the side that's actually going to get pressed in. Now the reason why you want to flip the image is because it's going to cut it backwards, right? And you're going to weed it out the other way, and then it's when you press it, it's going to be this direction. So okay, and let's go ahead and load it onto the machine as normal. So okay, so once it's loaded in, just make sure everything's proper and, you know, lined up properly. And we're gonna go ahead and just go on the computer and click cut. And I always like to remind you guys to always make sure your design is flipped. And outside, like what I was saying earlier, is I have this design on the corner, so I will just cut this out after everything's weeded out properly. So make sure everything's flipped, and then all the settings perfect, or you have it to the right settings. And then we're going to go ahead and at the bottom right here at the corner, and we're going to press send. And then we're actually going to turn it on. But yeah, basically the heat from the heat press will help you weed vinyls a lot easier than if you were to do it without heat. But yeah, and just a couple other things while that's printing. I have some Teflon sheets right here. These are a little bit smaller, so I might get a bigger one that is 1 sheet. But basically this helps protect the shirt, and then this it actually heats up a lot faster when you're using these Teflon sheets, because I think if you don't use these, and you might burn or melt the plastic off the transfer vinyls, and you don't want to do that. Okay, so it's done weeding. I'm gonna peel this off, and you kind of just want to peel it off like that. So now that that's heating up, it's not that hot right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and just press these Teflon sheets. Okay, so now that it's on there, I'm gonna go ahead and just be careful because this is hot, okay? So I'm gonna be careful, and I'm gonna pull, and it comes off really easily. Look at that. So this one, so my design is pretty intricate for this one, so it's probably gonna take some time for it to come off. And just wanna, okay, yeah, it looks like it. So there's a little bit of things in the middle that I need to take out as well. Yeah, sometimes I forget like how the design is, and I forget to weed certain things out, so if you look at it, it's backwards, right? But we're not pressing it that direction. We're actually pressing it this direction. Okay, and we also got to cut off this this B up here. So go ahead and throw this away. Got some safety scissors. I'm just gonna go ahead and just cut that corner off, and this will be the front chest piece. So basically, what I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna grab my shirt, and I'm actually gonna line it up over here and not at the heat press. So yeah, so it does look a little crooked still, so I'll peel that up. Just give it a good rotate. And I think, try not to. So this is the only part that's straight right here, this katakana, so I'm just picking it up and kind of just lifting it up to see if it's straight or not. Okay. Now that looks a lot better, and I want to make sure that collar doesn't hit. So basically when I press it, it's going to be folded down. So let's go to the heat press. I basically already lined it up. I don't know. So I know it's already centered, so I don't really have to worry about it, but I'm kind of worried about pressing it. Full send. So basically I have this little Teflon sheet right here. Now we're just clamping it. It's at 307. And then I need gloves. And after that, it is a hot peel, so came right off. that is a bit of a process to kind of just walk back and forth, but it's the process that I kind of know best. So this is basically what it looks like from the back. We still need to do the front, so we're gonna go ahead and do that as well. So this spot for the chest piece, and you know, you can always measure down too. So from the collar right here, that's a good spot. I think 9 is too, yeah, about 7 or 8. Yeah, 7 or 8 is probably where I want mine to be. So if I'm satisfied with that, I'll just bring it over to the heat press and we're gonna do it again. So let's go back over there. Like right there. So that's perfect. And let's see, make sure this is all flat. There's no collar, so it looks like the collar is popping up a little bit. Cool. I like it right there. And Teflon sheet. And same thing for the front. We're gonna do about the entire timer, so go ahead and do that. It seems a little aggressive though. I don't know. This is my first time using a heat press, but I like that. Alright. Take the Teflon sheet off. And hot peel. Came right off. Nice even pressure all around. And then this one's the front. Hopefully this is a decent angle, but this is a size large. Front chest looking down, so we measured at 8, and where the collar was, that's a pretty good spot, huh? And then this one's gonna be the back design. But yeah, so that was my first time using the heat press, and honestly I like having the heat press. It's a nice even press all around for the decals. The only thing that I'm struggling on right now is just making sure it's aligned. So what I'm doing is just lining it up first and then bringing it over to the heat press and then pressing it there. It's a little extra step than to, you know, mass produce everything at the heat press, but I mean, with practice makes perfect. But yeah, what did you guys think? Leave a comment down below. If you guys like this video, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you guys have any questions about anything or anything else you'd want to see in these videos, go ahead and let me know. But let me know what you guys think of the design and the shirt, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.